Hey, Blue Table fans! I am cleaning up after our D&D game last night. And so here's the board, my DM screens. Oh yeah! I'm so excited. This is I think I showed this to you. This is a Corvus Cabal thing. The giant arc of my adventure so far, levels 1 through 7, is what they accomplished, has been the barbarian hordes. And so I painted up a lot of figs for it, just picking away at them. I do very simple work on my own stuff, and yeah, I just had a really good time. These figures are really cool, and they have so many poses. I actually did some conversion work, changing them out for whatever it is. Dark Eldar weapons just absolutely fit the bill for these guys. And then you know, a lot of them, a lot of things come in trades, or I have people who sometimes will help me with projects, which is really nice. This is a set of what are they called? Blood Reavers or something like that. By the way, this video is classified as better than nothing because, and maybe not even that, because I have a lot of things to show you, but they need to get set up, which is part of the reason why I'm cleaning up this board. And these guys are really cool. They ended up with like this kind of sort of a grayish skin. Okay, that's not focusing very well. Let's try it this way. Is it going to do it? Yeah, there you go. Again, really simple paint job. Yeah, this was really a whole lot of fun, and to have a lot of figures. I aspire to do Ultimate Dungeons and Dragons. Basically, have like a permanent location where I'm just running games from it, and people are going to fly in to be in my games. They're going to fly in and stay for a week and play like 8 to 10 hours a day in my amazing games. It's going to make me so happy. I'm so excited for this. It's really neat. This is a centaur piece, and that comes from it's like a mythological game, like Greek mythology and stuff. And so I use this as like a shaman type being in the game that we had the other day. It's pretty cool stuff. In my D&D game, they meet this emaciated deer centaur creature, and they're not sure if it's going to betray them or whatever. So when I put this figure out, they're like, "It's not that guy, is it? Because we'll have to beat him senseless if it is." And this here is the God-Sworn Hunt, if I can find them. Yeah, there you go. I don't know if it's focusing in very well. This is for Warhammer Underworlds. This was a joy to paint. I'm pretty... yeah, I'm not sure exactly who did those. So anyway, oh, but I actually need to keep these out. These are going somewhere else. These are going into with all the other Warhammer Underworlds, and they are... in fact, so you're just not looking at nothing here. They are... I actually sold them. They're going to be in Africa in about 10 days. So sometimes I wonder, like Blue Table painting is probably done about the equivalent of maybe 1,500 armies. Like, we've got a track record, man. And sometimes I wonder where are they all? Or where they all are? How do you say it? Oh, yeah. Check this out. This was a bit of a wonderfulness here. I'm going to show you something. In fact, I should probably make this a separate video. These are pterodons from the Seraphon range, but my son converted barbarians onto the back of them. And that was an encounter in our D&D game. It was pretty cool. It made me happy inside. Is that focusing? Can't really tell. So yeah, it was pretty cool. They did a really good job, and they played very well, and everyone's really into the game. For the longest time, I couldn't get a group that would come out consistently, and I was very sad because of that. I was like, come on, guys, that's, you know, it's a good game. I'm putting a lot of effort into it. Like, I go online to various groups, and it's like, our DM never shows up, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, well, you know, that goes both ways. That, you know, you can have players that don't show up too. Well, and that's, if you think about it, that's really just sort of the nature of humans, I guess. That it's tough to show up. Something always comes up. And I always, in my campaign guide, I always explain that for it to work, you know, you need an ironclad commitment. And I usually do it in segments. Like, I'm like, this adventure is going to take 4 weeks, 4 sessions. Everybody has to show up. Clear your schedule for this. And my blurb is that you can't be busy with something else. You know what? I'm going to make this tripod get taller. Yeah, we're doing good on battery and video length. Here we go. And I also feel very lucky to have the location that I have. The studio is really beautiful right now. It's a good place. And you should see the bathroom. I bleach the bathroom every time. Turn on the lights here. Here we go. Look at how beautiful that bathroom is. Isn't that nice? And it's all super, super, super clean in there. Every time I have a session, I clean that little guest bathroom. And like, I scrub it, man. It is sanitized. Crazy. Okay, great. So now you're getting sort of panoramic. I want to hook up my computer to this TV and have like visual effects for the group. That would be really cool. So, and this is a great setup, but it's not the dream, guys. The dream is to have a Sundance level spa quality retreat. Spacious. I'm thinking 8,000 square feet, I think would do it. And what would happen, in the ideal situation, I just have resources for whatever reason. And this is going off into fantasy land. I know it is. These 2 cups, the kitchen. And so anyway, and then just pick interesting people and have them come out. And I keep a schedule for games I was doing. And but the whole adventure would be done in the course of a week. Like a week vacation of playing Ultimate D&D. By the way, I got to plug Easy Roller Dice Company. They sent me these swaggy dice. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, you love it. And by the way, if you want to send me some swag, I will have something good to say about it. And it'll go on one of my videos, and my diehard fans will see it. But what's more is, that video will stay up for years and years and years and years and years, potentially after I'm gone. And then the second thing is, I'll keep plugging it here and there, like as I see your stuff or I put your terrain out, I'll be like, oh, by the way, it's this. So you're going to get some nice residuals for your investment of swag. So check it out. And by the way, this thing comes off like, whoops, fell out. But by the way, don't step on these dice. They are like super sharp. So anyway, it has a nice amount of pull. It's got a tiny little dice rolling lid, and it feels good. It's like, I think it's leather. I don't know. Maybe it's faux leather. Who knows? But they have like cool symbols on them. My sons, they are in love with these dice. They use them. They faithfully collect the dice up every single time. Put them back in there. Look at the runes on that dice. On those dice, rather. Ah, they're so cool. Come on, Easy Roller. Give me some more love. All right, anyway. Yeah, I should contact them and let them know that I'm faithful and true. Okay, anyway. Oh, this is a blue dragon that gave him a lift up and they shot like a thunderbolt out of the sky, kablam, and like dismounted off the back of this dragon. It was pretty awesome. It was a drop pod. His name is Resurrex. Yeah. Oh, this model's like really cool. It's supposed to be a red dragon, but I painted it had it painted as a blue dragon. And my D&D group actually helps me paint all these miniatures, which is really nice. Not too much. A lot of it's done by my sons and myself, and it's done in my spare time. Like, I get time to myself no matter what, and so I splurge and let myself have some good things. Oh, here's some more of those Underworlds models. I'm collecting them because they're going to be packed up at Senna. I managed to paint up, I think it was, this guy's getting 19 warbands for Warhammer Underworlds. That's crazy. That is a lot of figs. Well, 19 times, yeah, it's about 90 figures. And then plus all the dice and stuff that I picked up along the way. And it's all right. Whenever I do this stuff, whenever I like paint up models and things, in a way it's kind of like a savings account. That it, you know, if I need a little money, I dip into that to some extent. The only thing is it's not very liquid, and it comes not from actually saving money, but, you know, my own sort of wheeling and dealing to get figures. And it's a lot of fun. I have to say I've really, really, really enjoyed it. Collecting figures, that is. And I don't think I'm gonna stop. I think I'm gonna keep going. Oh boy, yeah, that all needs to be organized back in. Okay, but I got the models off the table. That was the important thing. And the reason I say that I needed to get the models off the table is that, oh, so here's my barbarians. Oh, the barbarian hordes. Yowza. Is that I gotta set up the amazing things that you're gonna be shown tomorrow. Yeah, you're gonna love it. Tomorrow or Monday. And you're like, but Sean, it's Labor Day. Yeah, that's no vacation for an entrepreneur. That's kind of the thing. And I'm pretty excited for it. The problem I have in life right now is that I'm hopelessly in love with my wife. And I just want to get home to her. And that's not always helpful, because I got stuff to do. I got things to accomplish. I do a lot of work at home, though. And yeah, okay, so we'll put DM books. I have a little crate over here for DM books. I gotta tell you, I'm going to miss Pathfinder 1.0. But on the other hand, I have now officially kind of had it with Pathfinder 1.0. It's too much. There's too many rules, there's too many feats, it's too easily broken. You just gotta go online and find like how to min-max everything. And it ends up being really unbalanced. Of course, the question is, could you have a game that is balanced? I'm going to try to do that. I had a bit of a revelation recently, and that is, that is a Shadespire token. That goes with the Shadespire things. These alligators go out to whatever it is, to the storage. Okay, and then my blue dragon, I'll just put him over here. He can preside over the TV. He's like, I am the master of these pencils. What? The bad guys talk like that in my games, by the way. They all talk like this. Like Will Ferrell. I'm a ball of emotion. Okay, so anyway. I kind of lost my train of thought. Ooh, water, good. I need that. I'm actually going to keep that handy. Now I buy these packets of like super cheap brushes, and I buy some good ones too, but they, behold the crazy wizard, they come with these things, and I actually use these as dusters to dust off tables and models too. Tiny little brush to clean your painting area. So these things are really great, and they're amazing for terrain. This is really what you paint terrain with, these utility brushes. So you spend like $5 for 20 brushes, and it's like 25 cents a brush, and you throw out half of them, but the good ones are still only 50 cents a brush. So the world has improved, guys. And then of course you go up and you have some good ones for like eyeballs and stuff. But the good ones out of those kits are actually pretty good. They're doing a good job. You know, people in life are doing well. They're doing good. I'm very pleased with this planet, actually. And I've been grousing a little bit in my private moments, but I gotta quit that. It's no good to complain about things. Complaining is death. Complaining, actually, literally, I think you die from complaining. And let's see, what else? What else? Yeah, I gotta keep these chairs organized in here. Yeah, I really would like a gaming area about twice as big as this. Maybe 2.5 times as big if I'm going to store the figures in the terrain in the same room. But it's better to have all that in another room and have just a nice place to do your games. So, okay, great. So this will be a nice little backdrop. I'll move this over here. So I have a Sisters of Battle army that's finished now. It's had all the detailing and like kinks worked out, and it looks really amazing. And we are definitely going to take a look at that, definitely by Monday. So Labor Day, I'm going to be around, guys. I'm going to be cracking it down here at the studio. Cracking it wide open. Where are my green dice? Oh, there they are. Perfect. So for polyhedral dice, like for Dungeons and Dragons, this stuff here, what I do is I get online and I order them from China, and they're like $2 for a set of 7, and you buy 10 sets. If you're getting into Dungeons and Dragons and you're going down there and you're like, I'll take 1 set, please. No, you'll need more than that. You're going to need a lot. So I get 10 of them, and so I got a lot of sets hanging around. This is all equipment for the ultimate Dungeons and Dragons venture. So what I really need is a permanent Valhalla location. And I know somebody out there has it. I know somebody has this place that has been empty for a year with nothing going on, and they don't know what to do with it, and they don't have an idea. And here I am. I have the idea, possibly ready to move out, to move if you had a place to settle down in as well. And to do Ultimate Dungeons and Dragons, to run 2, 3, 4 games a week, or run whole adventures to 5, 6, or 8 people that actually come out and stay in this spa level resort, and just run them. And it'll be pretty intense. I couldn't do it every week. I could do it once or twice a month. And the preparation would just be insane to do all terrain and all miniatures for 8 hours a day for 4 or 5 days. That's crazy. But this is where it's going. First adopters will be into this, because Dungeons and Dragons is going to become like skateboarding. There's going to be sponsored teams. It's going to be a thing, and you'll have people with money and time who would love that. They would love to come out to my Ultimate Dungeons and Dragons, my permanent Valhalla, and play these games. So that's one way of doing it. The other way which I'm just working on my own time, is for me just to have it and just do it for fun. And no business associated with it at all. No people that I don't know associated with it at all. And that's most likely what's going to happen. Like what you see here, this is just going to evolve into something where eventually I'll just be like, hey, look at my new awesome place. And I'll have people that I know or maybe people that I don't know come out and take a Dungeons and Dragons vacation. That would be awesome. All right, in other news, I have, since I talk so much about D&D, now I'm going to throw that on the back burner and talk about Infinity, the role-playing game. For those of you that don't know, that maybe perchance have been hiding under a rock for many, many years, there's a game called Infinity, which is sort of an anime, futuristic, technological Ghost in the Shell type thing. I hate to compare it to anything because it really is its own thing. They've been in business 15 to 20 years. I think they were just getting started when I was just getting started. And so Infinity is a miniatures game. You play it on a 4x4. You typically have 10 to 20 figures on a side, not many. And it's really well written. There's a steep learning curve. And they're doing well. They're plowing ahead. They're just coming out with the 4th edition of their game, which just looks like hard candy. I mean, it looks just absolutely amazing. But they didn't do a Kickstarter, apparently, where they came out with Infinity, the role-playing game. Quite frankly, I don't know how old this is. I'm going to do a separate video on that and talk about it. And I'm really excited for it. Of course, I'm excited about a lot of things and nothing happens. So I usually like to actually get something going before I show it. So yeah, the Infinity I've picked up or traded for some really amazing collections. They were super inexpensive. When people get out of a game, they usually bargain basement everything, and it's really nice to find those collections and give them a new home, give them a new life. And it's really cool that way. A little piece of metal here. All right. Well, it looks like I got this room done. Also, in other news, this is a Post-Human Republic, aka PHR set that I've been holding on to for 6 years. Yeah. No. More like 4.5 years. Anyway, that's a long time to have miniatures and not play with them. I love Drop Zone Commander. It is, in my book, the best miniatures battles game. But I never got around to doing it and like building up a group. And there was a time when the owner of the game, Dave Lewis, I hope I got that right, he would come out to Valhalla and we met and we plugged his games and stuff like that. And I collected everything he came out with. I collected it and painted it. And a lot of it I painted myself, actually, if you must know. But then, through hard times, I sold off 2 of the 4 armies that existed. And then I held on to the other 2. And I have a whole bin full of just limited edition stuff, things you just can't find anymore. And it's time to put them on the block, guys. So sometime in the next 10 days, I'll be putting this all on the Webstore. But I thought I'd give you a first glance here, because this stuff is really, really, really cool. And the models for this are just crazy. Let me show you the... Yeah. And by the way, this is a lot. Somebody out there is like just pooing their shorts for this. It's a very basic paint job, but it's definitely... looks good. So there's one bin, and then this is the bin that's going to make you go gay. There you go. Check that out. So many figures, and these scorpion things are just so incredibly cool looking. These would actually, even though this is a 15 millimeter or a 10 millimeter scale game, these guys could scale for Infinity, and So yeah, they're just super cool. They have these really cool like hover tank things. The turrets are magnetized for those, by the way. And yeah, here, let me just zap a turret on there. There you go. Okay, watch it fall off. That'd be hilarious. Hold on, does that even go to that tank? Yeah, it does. There you go. So that's how that looks. Yeah, pretty cool, huh? So I'm putting those on, and I have a UCM Army, United Colonies of Man. And then, it's just so much stuff, and it's just been binned up for however many years. And somebody who's into DZC is going to really be happy with this collection. And what else? You know, I want to talk about Infinity, the role-playing game, here for a second. Wait a second. What was I going to say about it? Yeah, I was gonna do another video for that. All right. Well, it feels like I'm running out of steam here, guys. Just wanted to make a video to show you what's going on. Please, oh please, watch my videos all the way through. So if you need to click away, open it in a new tab. Apparently that helps like ranking or whatever. So that'd be really nice if you did that. I don't know if it's allowed for me to ask, but that would be really, really cool. Give me some social media love. Sean, everything's gonna be okay. Yeah, that's it. I'll have more to come.